How do we debunk myths about communism's end in the Balkans? Imagine a story where the fall of communism is seen as a quick, clean break, like flipping a switch. Now, let's look at what really happened in Southeast Europe. The truth is, the end of communism was a long, complicated process with many twists and turns. It did not happen all at once or in the same way across the region. For example, Yugoslavia's breakup was driven by ethnic tensions and political fights, not just the collapse of Soviet-style communism. When Josip Broz Tito died in 1980, Yugoslavia's unity started to crack. Economic problems and rising nationalism pushed the country toward disintegration. By 1991, Slovenia and Croatia declared independence, sparking wars that lasted 4 years. Meanwhile, Romania's revolution was violent, with Nicolae Ceausescu's regime overthrown and him executed in December 1989. Bulgaria's transition was smoother, with the Communist Party rebranding itself and staying influential. Albania held on until 1991, when protests and economic collapse forced change. Many believe communism ended because of outside pressure, like the fall of the Berlin Wall. But in reality, internal issues like economic decline and popular discontent played a bigger role. The idea that the transition was peaceful is also false. Yugoslavia's wars, Romania's violence, and even protests in Bulgaria show it was often a rough road. Some think nationalism replaced communism overnight, but it grew gradually. Many former communists rebranded as socialists and kept influence. Also, not all Balkan countries wanted to join Western institutions immediately. Some, like Serbia, resisted and stayed close to authoritarian models. Understanding these facts helps us see that the region's change was slow, messy, and shaped by local history. It's important to look at primary sources, eyewitness accounts, and scholarly research to get a clear picture. Comparing different countries shows how diverse their paths were. The fall of communism in Southeast Europe was not a simple story of external pressure or sudden change. It was a complex process driven by internal struggles, ethnic tensions, and economic issues. By focusing on what actually happened, we can challenge the myths and better understand the region's recent past.